video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved. And so Jackson nails both of them.
Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise. It's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Memphis leading. And it's Moran off the drive. It's stolen by Tatum. Here's the break. Here's Brogdon. It's deflected. Adams with the ball. 11 points for him last game against Sacramento. And Morant with the basket on the assist by Adams. Adams has got his 3rd assist of the night. And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The 3 from Bane. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Bane. Knocked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Smart touched it last. Some changes for Boston. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Horford. And Pritchard is subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Jones, he's checked in for Memphis. 5 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Clark is checked in for Adams. Aldama comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Williams is checked in for Brooks. And it's Conchar in for Bane. Boston trailing. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Beyond the arc. Deflected.
This guy is an absolute menace on the defensive end. Marcus Smart with the rejection.
Outside Jones. Fires from deep. And they'll get another chance.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Pritchard gets it to go.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And the Grizzlies call time here.
When you watch him play, you can feel the effect that Marcus Smart has on the basketball game. Defensively, this guy is as good as any guard in the league, and he has multiple all-defensive selections to show for it.
Outside, Williams. Back to Jones. Pass to Williams. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. White, he's checked in for Smart.
3rd team foul. Now into the lineup.
Here's Clark. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And another miss by Memphis. The Defensive Player of the Year in 2022. Doris Marcus Smart. His defense sets the tone for this team.
It does, B.A. There's no doubt about it. They feed off both his energy and his attitude. There are so many little things that Marcus Smart does that can get into the head of opposing ball handlers. He pressures the basketball. He'll get strip steals. He can also pinch down in the post and give some assistance to a big man. The effect on winning is real.
And it's tied up with that one.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
On the wing, Conchar. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
Assisted Tyus Jones.
1:07 left to play in the second quarter. Williams passes to Brown. From deep three-point range. Doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Throws it up high. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And here we go. The Celtics on the run.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
35 seconds left in the half. Clark outside. And the shot goes. Clark's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. Griffin, he's checked in for Boston.
For the Celtics, Blake Griffin.
Here's Jones. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Sacramento.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
This one for three. Boston with a rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Just 3 on the clock. Pritchard gets it to go. Pritchard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Tie game in Boston. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with Coach Taylor Jenkins. What's the...
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each, and Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They stayed within arm's reach in that opening period. 5 points, their largest deficit. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start. And it's just about time.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Well, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Clock at 6. Here's Morant. It's not going to go for him. And Boston going the other way now.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
White against Brooks. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
And that one hits the back iron. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Here's Smart. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Smart's got 8.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one.
Morant against Smart. Right side Payne. Shoots over White.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Smart. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Payne's got 4 rebounds now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Wide open. Called in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Smart for 3. Second shot opportunity. Tatum's shot is good.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
For Memphis, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Pass to Adams. From deep, Morant. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
On the the wing, Tatum. Defended by Jackson. Outside Tatum. He drops it from range. Tatum's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
Memphis calls timeout.
Hey, guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
The Celtics making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Bane. Three-pointer. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And he lobs it up. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off. His path. That is nice.
Memphis trailing here. You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Greg.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi. KD, now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Celtics are handing the keys to the 2 J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. There have been growing pains, and even some question if the pair could coexist. But Brown said, quote, "The adversity will help us grow. As long as I'm on the same page with him and he's on the same page with me, we're all good." Brian?
Figuring it out, Allie. Thank you. Fires the 3. Brown can't hit. Well, the Grizzlies shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Malcolm Brogdon.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark is checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Williams comes in for Brooks. And it's Conchar in for Bane. Denied by Tatum. Now the Celtics on the move. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. The totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
1:42 left in the 3rd quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Malcolm Brogdon. That's foul number 2 for him. Rebuilding a team is as challenging a proposition as ever, especially for smaller franchises, Doris.
I think, B.A., certainly those smaller markets face some challenges that larger markets do not. But I would also point to the success of Milwaukee. They had success in their draft. They invested in new talent in terms of player development. So to build a playoff-ready team, there are so many things that must be in place, but you also have to have some luck. Nobody knew how good Giannis or Nikola were going to be.
Some changes for Boston. Griffin, he's checked in for Horford. Williams comes in for Brown, and Pritchard is subbed in for Smart.
Brandon Clark, 2nd personal foul.
Boy, when you think about the Boston Celtics and their fans, I think one thing that makes them unique, it isn't just the state of Massachusetts, right? It's the entire region of New England.
And the first one at the line is good. Yeah, Doris, if you're anywhere in the northeast portion of the U.S., you're going to see a lot of Boston jerseys.
Well, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Rhode Island, they all adopt the Celtics as their hometown team. But here's what's even more impressive, B.A. Go to any NBA city, any of the other 29 cities, and you are going to see Celtic green jerseys. That is a fan base that travels well.
Brogdon, the pass to Tatum. Boston again missing.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Back to Jones. 4-3. Counted from distance. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 8.
That right there is about ferocity and want to. Blake Griffin getting to the offensive glass. I love his energy.
Memphis has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Clark finds Williams. Back to Clark. Jones with the ball. To the inside. And the basket by Aldama.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Violation. Grizzlies ball.
46 seconds left to play in the third. Williams from long range. And they get it back.
Big rebound and a smart play to kick it right out. They want to use as much time as possible here.
And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Brogdon. Tatum's got 14 points now in the second half. And the Grizzlies shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Pass to Conchar. Outside, Williams from outside the arc. That shot is off.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Here's Tatum. Here's Griffin. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. It could go. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Boston Celtics finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after the... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't. Get it inbounds in time.
Grizzlies ball.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson outside. Offensive rebound and another shot. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
What I love about Steven Adams is he approaches the game with a level of physicality that sets a tone for his team. Outstanding defensively and growing offensively.
Second free throw, no good. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Smart and White make up the backcourt. Jaylen Brown is out there with Robert Williams. And it's Horford in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Outside, Brown. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Well, you've got to get out on Jaylen Brown now. This is a young man who has shown great strides in improving his perimeter game.
Boston.
And Marcus Smart picks up the foul.
Smart.
That's his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And here's Morant outside. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
And here's Brown for 3. Adams grabs the miss.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Morant finds Adams. Back to Morant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morant's got 20.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
They're trying to come back in this game. No, bottom line, it's about energy and effort, exemplified by a possession like that.
Here's White. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. Here's Brown. Just 5 to shoot. And the jam by Brown.
I'll tell you, allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong.
Morant against Smart. Lets it go from deep. Morant, no good. Boston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. To the middle. Oh, stolen by Morant. Here's Jackson. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Morant finds Jackson. And that one good. Now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
To the paint. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
You're setting the team back.
And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls. Still disputed, even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He told them to be more careful about their selections, saying, quote, don't force it at the arc. If it's not a good look, don't risk it. Move the ball, attack inside. Use your options.
And Allie, thanks. Morant, no good. The Celtics with the lead. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That'll be a second foul of the game. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Boston. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Well, the triple drive from Malcolm Brogdon is one of the key aspects to balance that pretty perimeter game. What a nice move.
Jackson gets the bucket.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And Boston calls time here.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
I tell you, some people can score and some people can scope. And unquestionably, he was able to scold tonight. Man, the defense had no chance. They couldn't contain him, and he took full advantage.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven that over stretches of a game, he can take over with his scoring ability.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Out to the right wing. Let's go with a three. And Morant with the basket on the assist by Brooks. Morant's got 23 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Back to Payne. Pass to Adams. Here's Brooks. On the wing, Payne takes a three. Tatum. Pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Brogdon. And here's Brown for three. Offensive rebound. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Outside for Brooks. Smart against Morant. From the line. Misses off the right iron. The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Smart, plenty of space. Grizzlies with the rebound.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Jackson. Count it!
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And an intentional foul right there.
Jackson Jr. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
Third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
Boy, the evolution and growth of Jason Tatum has been fun to watch. He's committed to improving. He wants nightly responsibility, and he's got such a high ceiling.
That's how you protect the lead. Build it out with clutch free throws.
Morant against Smart. From downtown. Morant, no good. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Fourth team foul. At the line.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Timeout called. Memphis. They trail by 7. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And your Celtics Youth Dance Team. Let's give it up for Boston. Zone Celtics Entertainment.
Here's Jackson. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Third team foul.
Timeout call. Memphis. They're down by 7. 19 seconds left in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
There's Jackson with the 3. He can't hit that time. And the foul on Steven Adams. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Team foul. At the line for your Celtics, Derek White. At the line for 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score it. Excellent passer and a very versatile cross-positional defender, a guy who can contribute to a good team.
Here's Hauser, and so it's Boston with the W. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Malcolm, there's no question you won this game defensively. What were the aspects that enabled you to contain them so well?
Man, just being locked in, man. Every possession. We didn't take any possessions off. Everybody guarded their lane, and we're there on the help side.
You have to be mentally exhausted. Thanks, Malcolm.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Grand